Welcome back to Cryptos Are Us. I am George. We're all George. So, I think we got it. I think we got it. Confirmed date for the very first spot ETF. Kind of leaked out, I think. So let's talk about that. That's huge. Obviously, people are still trying to digest that, whether or not it's a done deal. If so, tomorrow we're going to see Bitcoin fly. Just watch. Tomorrow, it's going to fly. But in the meantime, there's a lot of things flying right now, especially within Solana's ecosystem right now. Solana is flying. The memes are flying. Everything in Solana is flying. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about all the fire and pumps that's going on tonight. Let's do this. Welcome, guys. Look at this. Bitcoin is above 44,000, but it keeps testing. It's just a matter of time before we break. Tomorrow, if we get actual 100% confirmation, we will see that pump. Right now, we're kind of like confirmed, kind of not. So it's been confirmed that the SEC had a rare conference call with every single ETF applicant. Every single one. Okay? So, what does this mean? Well, is Gary telling them that, hey, you're all going to get denied? Or Gary's like, you know what? I better get a big, fat paycheck of a job afterwards when I retire or get kicked out, because this doesn't normally happen where every single applicant is on a call with the SEC, which again goes towards the theory that the SEC is not just going to approve one, it's going to approve all of them simultaneously. Okay, and according to Fox Business, this is a done deal that by January 10th, all 12 spot ETFs will be approved. So this is what I'm saying. Is this confirmed or not confirmed? It seems like it's confirmed. It seems like there are people already talking that say that this is a done deal, right? But we got to hear more. Maybe the SEC is going to make a statement tomorrow, or someone's going to make a statement. Maybe BlackRock or ARK, someone's going to make a statement, or they're told not to make a statement. But you got to put two and two together. When every single applicant is having a meeting with the SEC and, you know, it's right around the corner, you got to figure that this has to be good, right? This has to be good. So we only have a few more weeks until this happens. Very first time in Bitcoin's history. Michael Saylor says this is going to bring in trillions upon trillions into the space. Grayscale says trillions upon. Grayscale said 30 trillion into the space. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really, really, really looking forward to it. And I think you guys all are looking for it as well. Lucas says Snack wants an all-time high. KuCoin is coming soon. Well, let's see. I know they're looking for exchange listings, but I'm glad to see them go up. And I'm still waiting for Cock to get heated again and start pumping. But more on that later. All right. Now, outside of spot ETF news, we got Argentina that's very, 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 very bullish on Bitcoin as well, with their new president that is very bullish on Bitcoin. They don't know what to do because, you know, if you look at their peso, it just keeps inflating way to zero, basically. They need something better. So they either adopt the US dollar or they can adopt Bitcoin. So right now they say that contracts can be settled in Bitcoin. Okay. But will they embrace Bitcoin like El Salvador, making it a legal tender? In fact, El Salvador just voted upon that if you are a Bitcoin investor and you make donations, you'll be granted expedited citizenship for those of you guys that are looking for that. Okay, so more and more countries are going to adopt Bitcoin in 2024, right? And this is in addition to all the other great things That's happening, okay? And bottom line is this. If you look at our current cycle versus previous cycles, very similar. Despite we have different macro conditions and different scenarios and different FUD and black swan events and all these stuff. Bottom line, Bitcoin does not care. It will continue to move forward. But this time around, we will get a couple of accelerants, okay? Like gasoline on a campfire. And that's what spot ETFs are. Country adoption, you know, rate cuts, presidential election. These are all accelerants that will help accelerate Bitcoin's climb up to 250,000 or more. Okay, so awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. Now, outside of Bitcoin, unless you've been living under a rock, you probably noticed that Solana keeps on going up. Up and up and up and up. It's about to shatter 100. It flipped above XRP a day ago. It flipped above BNB, even though BNB's up. Now, it's at number 4 on CMC. Can it flip Tether and become number 3 behind Ethereum? Quite possibly. Now, it's not quite possibly. It actually will happen. I mean, let's be honest. Tether is a stable coin. It's not going to pump like any of the L1s. Solana was much bigger before. So can they flip Tether in short order and become number 3? Most definitely. Now, can Solana flip Ethereum? That's another story. That is going to be hard. But something that's helping is Van Eyck, who's also an applicant for Bitcoin ETFs. They made 15 crazy crypto predictions recently. Team Collins, a huge super chat. I got to read it right now. I appreciate you taking the time last week to create videos to calm my nerves. Not only did you give me confidence, but I made 15K because of you this week. Much appreciated, even though it is for entertainment purposes. I feel like you care about us. I do care about you guys. Thank you for that. And I'm really glad to hear that you made some good money based on, you know, all I tell you guys, I don't tell you guys what to buy. Right? It's like you said, entertainment purposes. All I do is make sure that you guys understand that crypto is the future. You don't want to be flooded out, no matter how scary it gets. Okay? This is the future, and we are so early. All you have to do, the winning strategy, is HODL and DCA. The longer you do that, the more you make. That's really what it comes down to. That's really, if you break it down, what I do. That's all I do. But so many people need it, especially the newcomers in the space. So thank you, Team Collins. If I had a blue label with me right now, I would drink it. But you know, I'm packing up right now. All right, now what are some of these crazy predictions? Well, one of them has to do with gaming. Okay, and gaming is not Solana's strong suit, but you know. Who's strong suit, well, let me take that back. You know which project this strong suit is with games? It's Immutable X. So actually they talk about Immutable X, and Immutable X is actually doing very well today as well. Okay, so they talk about Immutable X because they say games like Illuvium and many others, okay, are going to carry the space. Games is huge. Potential is enormous, and it's going to draw in a lot of games, a lot of people. So Immutable X, it has some of the biggest games out there. Illuvium is still waiting. I mean, they have mini games. They're still waiting for their new, you know, their full-fledged RPG game to come out. But, you know, they got listed on Epic Games. You got Gods Unchained listed on Epic Games, right? You got others. You got like, what is it, Wagme Games, which I'm an advisor for. They're launching. They just launched in New Zealand. They're a mobile game, right? But you just got a lot of games that's happening on Immutable X, right? And not only that, they have a partnership with Beam, which is really good, also into games. They launched their Passport, which is also for games. I mean, you get the picture, right? They're all about games. And games is going to be absolutely huge, according to like one of their big bullish sectors for 2024. Okay, but what else? What else? Well, of course, they talk about Solana. It may be the reason why Solana, partially why they're so strong, because they say Solana will reclaim their TVL. Okay, they're nowhere near their previous high of 10 billion, but it's climbing. And because of this, they feel like they could be one of the strongest performers in 2024. Okay, and I mean, right now, again, unless you're living under a rock, you realize that Solana is just one of the strongest right now. Okay, even being a big cap, ultra big cap at $42 billion, they still have plus 20% days, which is crazy. And we're not even in full-fledged altcoin season yet, right? But why is Solana so strong? I mean, there's many reasons, but you gotta credit, whether you like memes or not, you gotta credit memes for this, okay? There are so many memes that are doing so well right now, right? And a lot of these are only available on Radium. And the only way to buy them is to buy Solana, right? So, you do the math. That's how it's driving things upwards right now. So obviously the biggest one that we all know already is Bonk. They're up 12% today. Good. They're starting to come back up. 1.3 billion. They're already huge. But, I missed out on a few. You know what I missed out on? WIF. WIF is at 308 million. We know that Coinbase loves Solana tokens. So will WIF be listed next? And if so, they're going to become a billion dollar market cap meme coin too, right? So, and not only them, I mean, there's so many other, I mean, even Arthur Hayes is getting involved. That's probably why they're getting so big. But, people brought up this other one that I don't want to say, but I have to. Anal OS, that is gaining a lot of strength, up 400% today. 45 million. They could be a big one too, right? But none of them compared to cock, because we all need more cock. But yeah, right now, Solana stuff, memes are just on fire. All of them are within Solana. However, I have a theory though. Right now, Solana's hot, but we know it shifts, right? There have been periods where Solana's not, and what else is hot? Avalanche. So I do think after we cool off a little bit for Solana, we're going to see Avalanche go up again, right? Very into games and memes now. And then we're going to see kind of like a flip-flop, right? But for now, Solana's just so strong. I've been telling you guys about Radium, right? Radium is skyrocketing right now, too. Radium, everyone's trying to get on Radium to trade and so forth, right? And I talked about a Phantom wallet also skyrocketing because Phantom is the biggest mobile browser-based wallet, right? So everything within Solana right now is exploding. You have this other Oracle network, Pith, which is also on, they were on Solana, but they use Solana Codebase. So they're not technically on Solana, but they kind of are, right? They're also doing very well. Pith is going up. And then you have like someone like Helium also, that's a mobile network. They're going up. You have Solana's phones being sold out like crazy because of Bonk's value. So that also helps, right? And you got others like Neon EVM, which is a dApp that supports EVM compatibility, right? It hit a record high, 730 transactions per second, something that Ethereum only dreams of at this point. So we got a lot of other things in DeFi that's also doing well in Solana. But right now, I got to say, Solana is probably propped up by not only the memes and the dApps, but the institutions as well. You got a lot of favorable mentions from the institutions like Van Eyck. They mentioned them. Kathy Wood also, when asked outside Ethereum, what do you like? She said Solana. Everyone is starting to pay attention to Solana. And here's the kicker. with all this, not one network outage yet. You figure by now, with all the meme buying, there's probably some kind of network outage or slowness or something. We haven't heard of it. Not once this year, which is actually kind of crazy if you think about it, right? So whatever they've done seems like it fixed the issue. And if that's the case, then Solana is just going to dominate. But like I said, I think it's not like Avalanche is struggling, because Avalanche is doing very well today too. Avalanche is up 8% and Cardano is up 7%. But I do think when Solana cools off a little bit, you're going to see the same thing happen to Avalanche. You know, I think Avalanche is going to blow up. So, and by the way, speaking of Cardano, SNEC is doing very well today. Another meme coin. I don't hear about much meme coins on Cardano. Only really SNEC. And they're doing really well too. So, it's all good. Like, you know, again, how could you be... Okay, at this point, I don't think anyone's bearish. Okay, I don't watch other people, but at this point, I can't imagine anyone being bearish at this point. If you still like watch people that are still bearish, you should probably stop watching them. It's just a good time. The Santa rally's right around the corner. We got spot Bitcoin ETF approval. It looks like it's been confirmed January 10th. And then we got so many other things happening in the space. It's just looking so good. All right, let's do some Q&A. By the way, tomorrow morning, since I'm making a move tomorrow morning, I'm not going to be streaming in here anymore. In fact, I should just announce it. Today is the last time you'll see me in this studio. So whatever you see here in the background, whatever you see here, right? This will be the last time you see this studio ever again. Because I'm moving. I'm finally moving. So tomorrow I'm actually going to stream from my basketball court. Because I don't have time to set up. So tomorrow morning I'll be streaming from a basketball court. That'll be fun. All right. Let's see. Crypto hungry. Ever come across BTC stamp in the SRC20 space? I have not. Injective is on fire too. Injective is very on fire. Near Protocol, man, I didn't even know Near Protocol is this on fire. 33% today. I just talked about them yesterday. Polkadot's on fire too, although I don't know much about what's going on in Polkadot. But Algorand's on fire today. Yeah, a lot of things are on fire today. New version of LimeWire. I don't pay attention to LimeWire. So, Jesse, I can't really say anything about it. Kimbo listed on 3 exchanges today. Sex listings normal for a meme after launch. You know what? Kind of early. Did it launch? Maybe that's why it sold off. You know, the problem is, you can't have a meme get listed too quickly because it's an exit event. That means a lot of people will sell afterwards. So that may be the reason why it went down. But I still hold on my Kimball. So we'll see. Kimball is Cox's best friend. But that may be why. Because if you rush exchange listings too quick, that's what happens. And a lot of exchanges, what they do is they ask for marketing tokens and then they dump it on people. So, too bad. If the Kimball team would have talked to me, they would have known that. Raphael, thank you. Have you seen Satellite Doge 1 coin? I know Doge 1 is a mission to the moon. but literally no one gives a F. It has not helped Doge at all. Doge is dead in the water right now. Yeah, unless Elon says something, it's not going to happen. Injective is about to flip Cosmos soon. Random tutorial says I broke my own rules. Now I'm 50% sold, 50% BTC. I took 25% of sold though. Hey, at least you have 50% BTC, right? That's okay because Sol is a big cap. So you could do 50 BCC and 50 big cap. That's actually perfectly okay. Pat Jr., OP has been quietly moving more and more. I got a feeling it's going to do really well. I do too. They're coming out to become the leader of the L2 space. So I agree with you. Is it normal for crypto to pump this early in the cycle? Don't we have another year before a bull market? Yes. We're a little bit early, but not too much early. Normally speaking, after the halving event, that's when we either really quickly go up or maybe a few months afterwards, we break through and form a new high and then we go, right? Right now, we're still not at 70,000. So even though we're recovering upwards, this kind of shows you how far down we went. As hot as Solana is right now, it's still under 100. Solana was at 250 before. So it's not like we formed a new high. So if you think, oh, you know, we're pumping and, you know, it's too late to get in and we can't DCA, we're so far away from that. It still has to go up 2.5x to get back to the previous high. And here's something I've been thinking about a lot for those of you guys that hold meme coins. So I looked at this example the other day, and I'm just thinking about it. It's just kind of crazy. You look at someone like Sheep, okay, and then you go back to their heyday in 2021. Let's just zoom in a little bit, okay. Even after they pumped, and they were right here. Let's do market cap right here. Even after they, you know, they were nothing, okay. Even after they got to 3 billion, about 2.7, let's just round up 3 billion. Then, from September to October, they went from 3 billion to 40 billion. 3 to 40 within 2 months. How many X is that? That's still a 13X. 13X. That's after it hit 3 billion already. Right? So if you think about like someone like Bonk, for example, it's 1.3. So it has to do a 3x just to get to where Sheeb was at 3 point something, right? Then it has the potential to do another 13x on top of that. Do you realize how crazy that is? That's the potential that memes can have in a parabolic bull run, normally speaking, at the very tail end of cycles, right? So we could look forward to that maybe in like, you know, second half of 2025. But man, it literally just moons. Like it doesn't stop. It just goes up. Shows you how early we still are. What do you think about 2016 Memecoin? It's positioned to be the next Bonk. And Mubai is looking like 100x. It's already too big for a 100x. The 2016 Memecoin, I have no idea. That one's not in my radar. But multi-bit, 100x? That would give it like a 300 trillion market cap. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Okay, so 10x. No, I take that back. 10x would be 3 billion. It would be 30 billion for 100x. I don't know. It's not that interesting. It basically it's a swap between ERC and BRC. I mean, it could, but I don't know. Seems a little high. Can you check out Egg Dog? Looks like whiff. Yeah, to be honest, just based on that name, I don't want to look at it because it doesn't sound good. Any thoughts on Aptos being an ETH killer? Yeah, it was created to be an ETH killer, but can it do it? I don't hear enough about what's happening at Aptos. So, probably not. The closest ETH killer we have right now is Solana. It's not even close. Solana hit 2,000 this bull run. Well, considering I just said, I don't know if it can. That's a little crazy. That's a little crazy. Can it do like a 10x from here, which would make it 1,000, and then Sonny, I don't know. Maybe that's not so far-fetched. That's like a 20x from here. Considering if we get a massive exodus of liquidity from Ethereum into Solana, that could happen. Crypto Improvement Fund? What the hell is Crypto Improvement Fund? Is this what you want me to check or something else? No. Played with cock for a bit. I think we all do. And pulled out as soon as I went all in. Sorry to hear that. Earnings went to Sol. Last cycle, Sol ran like crazy. How do you DCA in too fast moving alts? You know, just try not to FOMO too much, although it's hard to not to. Just try to be reasonable, do within, you know, a schedule or something like that once a week. But, you know, sometimes you got to be reactive too. Sometimes you can shift things around and it can work out really well. Sometimes you got to bet on the fastest horse. That's how you win the most, right? But you don't want to. Sometimes it leads to trouble if you FOMO too much. So I don't know. You kind of got to read the landscape, right? I've been telling you guys the landscape for a long time, even though it seems like it's repetitive. I've been telling you guys about Solana and Avalanche, Solana Avalanche, Solana Avalanche, even though I sprinkle other things in there like Immutable or Beam or Near the other day. I sprinkle other stuff, but if you read the room, the two that has been doing the best is Solana and Avalanche. Cybria. Mainnet coming soon. Layer 2 on Ethereum. Casper. If it's that new, there's nothing to look at. $11 million. Way small. On Ethereum, so it's a layer 2, but yeah, it doesn't have any exchanges. Kind of early. So I'll just leave it at that. Dex check. What is this? AI boosted analytics for crypto and NFT domination. I don't know what that means. AI, a lot of AI thrown in there. To me, that sounds like a gimmick. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say no to that. Too much, too gimmicky. Top 3 memes. My top 3 are snack, cock, and bonk. Those are my top 3. Neutron. Hey, they're pretty big. Solid listings in Cosmos. Didn't I see them the other day? The integrated application network. Breakthrough apps. Deploy ones. Onboard anywhere. So yeah, it does seem like a little bit like Celestia. It's like well, from my interpretation, it's like almost like a white label solution to build dApps and utilize what they have, their code base, something like that. There's not much you could tell from just reading this, but it does sound like they're just making it really easy for people to get in and start building, but they're not EVM compatible, so that could be a problem. Could be okay. A lot of Cosmos stuff pumps, so maybe they're worth looking into. Circuit supply not the greatest at 27%. Are they new? Yeah, they're really new this year. Hey, that's worth keeping an eye on. Neutron. We are closer. We can feel it. It is in the air. As the Visa slowly moving their money over to Sol, I mean, maybe they're testing out the network. I know it's either a MasterCard that was testing out Solana's network for transactions, right? And one of them was testing out Ethereum. By the way, looking at my leverage plays here, all fantastic. Injective turned green, which is good. Avalanche, I opened this like a few days ago, up 130%. ADA is still doing good, although it kind of stopped moving. Solana, up huge, 670%. Bitcoin is still up 400%. So looking pretty good. Pretty good so far. I'm going to have to onboard a new exchange because a lot of people have been complaining, well, BingX doesn't allow U.S. customers anymore, which is true. I got in early, so they didn't kick me out yet, but I'm going to try another exchange soon. I mean, it's harder and harder to find these foreign exchanges that allow U.S. residents. Team Collins gifted 5 memberships. Awesome. And became a member himself. Do you see, I'm out of order now. Do you see Beam hitting $2 as bull run? $2? No, that's 200x, right? Or 100 or 50x. No, 100x. I don't know if they could do 100x. That may be a little too much. Cat with hat, that's just a blatant copy of dog with hat, so I'm going to say no to that. When something's too blatant of a copy, it's not going to do well. It has to be something original. Injective is bull run. I'm very bullish on Injective. So, I don't know. They're already all-time high. I mean, they already broke through. Who knows? Could they do another 10x from here? Yeah. 15x? Maybe. So, $600? Anywhere from 400 to 600? I think that's within reason. Could be even more than that. DCK is like DEX tools, but uses AI to find trends. When people want to search for low caps, I think they'll use it. I mean, you don't need AI for that. You go on DEX screen and it already tells you what the most popular ones are, right? So, a lot of people throw AI in there because it's like, it's the buzz. Like everything's better with AI, but a lot of them, they're not AI. Welcome. Am I bullish on CRO? No. Very not bullish on CRO. Never been bullish on CRO. Bart, no, I did not. How bullish am I on Cardano? Not. I don't know how I should answer that. Not as bullish, I guess, as I should be. I'm way more bullish on Avalanche than Cardano. Beam 50x 2024. Now 50x is reasonable. 100x maybe a little too much. Phantom is doing well. That's good. Beam actually taking a breather today. That's surprising. Oasis jumping upwards, huge. Axelar going up. Pith Network, I talked about them today. They're doing well. Pancake Swap doing well. They're going to burn a whole bunch of tokens. Arweave is doing well because their connection with Solana, even though people said they're not really connected anymore. I am not drunk. I'm sick. That's why I'm drinking water, not vodka here. XRP education video. You know, I don't need to show it. No one, literally no one in stream with 5,400 people watching. Not one person asked about XRP. No wonder XRP is not moving. They're like XRP army has disappeared. How do I join Cryptos or Us Plus? If you're a creator and you know how to make good videos, what video games are you going to play with all your free time? I don't know. I'm not a big gamer anymore. I used to be into all the Blizzard games, no longer. Yeah, I noticed this Ano OS is pumping like crazy. It's still under 50 million market cap, a little bit big, but still under 50 million, which could be good. I'm glad to see WIF coming down. That just got too hot. You know, where's all my cock holders? We need to get the cock to pump again. If you think about it, there's no better name than cock in you. That's like the ultimate name. You can't get better than this name. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with that. Man, tomorrow's gonna be a big day for me. I gotta move. I'm gonna be sad to get out of this place. I've been living here for a long time. Actually, we'll miss this place. Although I'm renting it out, so I still keep it. But still, moving to a better place. Kyle, what do you want to know about karate? Karate combat. Man, my nose is really stuffed. Really, really stuffed. Yeah. Last month, up 100%. Not bad. SPX. Which one are you talking about? SPX 69,000. It'll go to 37 trillion. I don't think it's gonna go to 37 trillion. I don't know. I don't know what you're smoking there. Danny boy, never been high on quant. It's not a consumer coin. It's a business coin. It's B2B play. So not a fan of it. Where's Snack at? Yeah, Snag needs to get back and form a new high. Southern Gen 81. Meme Jimmy on Solana. What are your thoughts? Up 350%. Jimmy? Seems kind of boring. Well, that's never good. When you have a big dump like that, and then you have another big dump like that, 1.1 million. I wouldn't risk that. That to me seems like insiders sold, and more insiders sold. So usually when you look for a meme, you want to see a pretty smooth chart upwards. It might be up and down, but not like this suddenly. At 1 million, there's a lot of people selling already. And obviously, if you look at this is all bots. Every single one is bots. It's the same exact order. Did you create this, Southern Gen? You can admit it. You just created it. How's the DCA portfolio looking? It was very green yesterday. So I'll just bring it up. I normally don't bring it out outside of Wednesday, but I'm pretty sure it's even higher today, so why not? Yesterday it was up like 23% overall. If this couldn't come up here. 28, 29%. Starting to climb really, really fast. Solana being big winner, Avalanche being big winner. A lot of things moving really, really well. Look at that. Look at this. Boom. Boom right there. Why is Bonk pinned down right now? Needs help. I mean, keep in mind, Bonk is at 1.3 billion already. Okay. So it's going to be much harder to try to pump this than anything else. So you got to give it time. Give it time. They're already over $1 billion. SPX, no matter what it's going to do, is not going to go up to 37 trillion. I'm sorry. No matter what you say, I'm not going to believe in that. All right, what? Man, Bake is up 48%. Jesus. Bluezell. Some of these old goodies from 2017 are starting to move. Trader Joe. C. Yeah, we'll just leave it. Leave it for now. All right, guys. I'll let you guys go. Overall, spot ETF date confirmed. January 10th, all 12. Secret meeting. It's looking like it's going to happen. Van Eyck made some predictions. Thinks games go lead the way with Immutable and Solana with TVL. So we'll see. We'll see. Last few questions. That's just a meme coin. Okay. Can you look at Safe Bonk on Solana hitting a new high? That's the last thing I'm going to look at. Again, it doesn't have original name, so it's when you have something that's a blatant copy, it's not going to do well. And okay, again, you probably created this or something. At 1.3 million, don't let that fool you. That could dump right back down to 0. Okay, so be careful. And with that name, it's not going to do well. You have to have something original, creative, like cock. Or whiff, or anal OS. You need something original. All right, guys, smash up the like, subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys tomorrow in my new court. All right, take care. Bye-bye.